What's going on, guys, and welcome to the vlog. It's your boy Jordan, your online physique building coach, back at it again with another vlog. Yep, not a little tripod video this time, not a voiceover workout, but an actual vlog. I still do these. So let me take these out because I can't hear myself talk. The most controversial thing going on my channel right now is my arms, and not even the new video that I posted of my arms, but a video that I posted a while back of me measuring my arms with the tape, and a lot of controversy about my arm size. And here's the thing, guys, here's the thing. We like to use like arm numbers to measure arms, right? 16-inch arms, 17-inch arms, 18-inch arms. Most of the people that I know that lift, that work out, have anywhere between 15.5-inch arms to around 17.5 to 18-inch arms. Some of the guys with the bigger arms I know, including myself, have around 17-inch arms. So my arms flat are around 17 inches. My right arm's around 17 inches, this arm, and my left arm is around like 16.5, 16 3/4 flat. And then pumped, I actually measured this one at around 18.5 with my best ever pump. My average pump's around 18 to 18.25. But here's the thing, guys. Measuring your arms is just kind of a means to put a number on it. I've had people say like, oh, well, here's what this size arm actually looks like, and I've had people measure their arm and say, well, I've also got the same size arm, and then their arm looks like a blob. Like there's no actual separation, their body fat's just way up, they just have bigger arms, or they're just like a bigger person. Guys, it's relative. I'm a 5'7" natural male. I'm 5'7", I'm natural, and I've been able to get pumps up to 18.5 inches. So relatively speaking, someone that's like 6'2", that's like 280 pounds, for them to have 18-inch arms wouldn't be that big of a deal. For them to have 20-inch arms, the arms comparably wouldn't look that much bigger than mine. If you put them up beside me, obviously they'd look like a bigger person in general. But I want you guys to understand that I'm just using 17 inches, 18 inches as kind of a number because you guys like to see that, but at the same time, it's more about shape. It's more about the shape of your bicep, more about the sweep of your tricep, more about the way your arms look, the separation, all that kind of good stuff, guys. It's more about the way your arms look. It's more about the aesthetics of your physique more than your measurements. You could measure your chest, your arms, and say, like, these are my numbers, and you could have these numbers that are way more impressive than another guy. And then you actually go and stand up beside that guy in the gym. He has smaller arms than you, a smaller chest than you, supposedly a thicker waist than you, smaller legs than you, and then you guys actually compare, like take your shirts off and compare in the mirror. He just looks way, way better than you, way, way better than you, because the numbers and the measurements can't really give you the whole story. People are just attracted to numbers, so I use numbers a lot in my titles because it gets you guys into the video. Everyone's interested in like, oh, what does 16 and 17 and 18-inch arms look like? Oh, what does a natural guy at 5'7" look like at like 12% body fat? How lean can you actually look at 12% body fat, 13, 14% body fat? And like, we like to use numbers for everything, guys. So numbers is like a language, so I use numbers a lot to bring you guys in. It really doesn't matter that much to me. Then again, I'm kind of contradicting myself because the bench press that I want is also a number. But you guys get what I'm saying, right? You guys get what I'm saying. We use numbers to measure and weigh and compare, but at the end of the day, it's all about you and your progress. And you, my friend, are more than just a number. What are you doing over there? What you need is like a setup cue. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. Make sure that you get all the air into your diaphragm stomach tum-tum. Yep, now you're gonna be strong. So, one of the things that I was talking about in tomorrow's vlog, which is filmed today, obviously, we really regard ourselves as numbers, right? The filter suit. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that. A lot. Thank you. My glasses are very crooked right now. So I wanted to conclude this video by talking about a couple of things. The first thing that I wanted to talk about is why I think people are so obsessive over biceps and getting bigger biceps. And the first reason is just most people don't have bicep peaks. Most people don't have big bicep peaks. So I'm genetically gifted with pretty big bicep peaks and pretty, like, I never really had big triceps when I was younger. So the one thing that I was obsessed over is just getting my triceps to balance out with my biceps. When I was younger, my arms were about like 15.5 inches or so, and I had the same big bicep peak that I have now. I just couldn't get my triceps to grow, so I had to beat on my triceps 2 to 3 times a week, all the time, constantly. So the first reason I think the guys are so obsessive with growing their arms, growing their biceps specifically, is just because they don't have them. Because growing your arms, growing your biceps, those are two of the most tedious things that you can do in the gym. When you're training chest, when you're training legs, those are big muscle groups. You're training back, that's a big muscle group. You can see growth over a couple of months every single year. You see things changing all the time. When you're actually working on your arms, and you're actually trying to grow your arms and get bigger arms, it's so much slower. The growth is so much slower. The weight lifting progression is so much slower. If you're curling 45-pound dumbbells, you're not going to go up 5 pounds every 2 weeks like you might be able to on the squat, bench, or deadlift. You're going to go up 5 pounds like every 6 months to a year, right? You might gain 5 pounds on your dumbbell curls every year. Whereas on bench press, you might gain 5 pounds every 2 weeks. So the progression on bigger muscle groups is just so much faster that it's psychologically in the gym more rewarding to focus on these bigger muscle groups like chest, like back, like legs. And a lot of the times you see people, they just so focused on these bigger muscle groups that they're just not training arms with the same intensity because you don't see the gains quite as fast. And so for that reason, a lot of people never have bigger and developed arms just because it's not a focus of a lot of people. I don't think that everybody in the world just has terrible arm genetics. I think some people have better arm genetics than other people. You know, some guys are never gonna have 18, 19-inch arms. Some guys will have 20-inch arms within 5 years of training, naturally. I started training when I was around 12 years old. I will be 24 next June, so I've been training for a while now, guys. I've been training for a while. My arms, as I've said in many videos before, started out at 11.5 inches. Flat, right now, flat, they're about 17 and a quarter. This arm, like, let me flex it just so you can, yeah. So this arm is about 16 and 3/4 to 16 and a half. So they're, you know, they've grown a pretty good bit flat since I was 12 years old. This arm right here, pumped, I've actually gotten 18 and a half, which is on about a couple of weeks ago. Actually, I'll live card that video right here. So yeah, another reason why I believe that guys are just obsessive about training arms is just that if someone wants to see your muscle, if someone's just like, show me a, if someone's just like flex on them, like show them a muscle, like whatever, you're not just gonna like take off your shirt and show your chest striations. You're not gonna like take off your shirt and bust up like a back double bicep. You're just gonna throw up one arm, right? You're just gonna throw up one arm like that, and boom, you've showed your muscle, right? Sorry guys, my camera overheated. Like literally after 5 minutes just now, my camera overheated. One of the things about these cameras right here, and I'm shooting, this is my workhorse camera, my Sony a5100, is they overheat very, very easily. They are in direct sunlight or in a lot of heat. So just note that if you get a Sony camera like an a5000 or a5100 or a6300 or something like that. Literally guys, the number one reason out of those 3 reasons why I think that guys are so obsessed with getting bigger arms is because they don't train to get bigger arms. Like, they don't properly train to get bigger arms. They don't train their arms like they train the bigger muscle groups, like the chest, like the back, and like the legs and the shoulders and all that sort of stuff. And so they don't train to grow their arms. They don't beat on their arms like they do other muscle groups, and so they're just not getting much arm growth over the years. Maybe you have, for example, a guy with 15.5-inch arms, and he's not really directly doing a lot of arm training, as opposed to all the chest, all the back, and all the leg, shoulders training that this guy's doing. He's not doing a lot of direct arm training, so his arm in 2 years only goes from 15.5 to 15.75, as opposed to another guy that's doing a lot of direct arm training, someone that's doing triceps 2 to 3 times a week, doing biceps twice a week, and really beating on those two muscles every single workout. That person might grow their arms 3/4 to an inch in 2 years. So guys, you have to treat your arms just like any other muscle group. I think the majority of guys out there, even the smaller guys, even the guys that are you know, smaller boned. I'm a smaller guy. I'm not a big person. I'm 5'7", 187. Even people my size can have 17-inch arms. It might take some guys 5 years. It might take some guys 15 years. And then there are some freaks out there that train for 3 to 5 years naturally and then have 20-inch arms. Of course, these are your really big, gargantuan, like 6'5", 330-pound type of guy. Like, there are just some big people out there. I know guys that literally have started lifting weights, just started, and within their first 6 months already have 17-inch arms. I'm like, bro, it took me 10 years. Here's the point of the video, guys. It's okay to use certain arm measurements as kind of like goals or set points that you want to reach, or just milestones. That's a good word for it, milestones. It's okay to have arm sizes as milestones. Maybe right now your arms are 14.5. In 2 years, you'd like for your arms to be around 15.5, 16. In 5 to 7 years, you'd like to have 17-inch arms. This is very obtainable if you actually progressively overload on your arm training. You can't just train your arms and just forget about the numbers. Just like training the bench press or the squat or the deadlift, you have to have some sort of progression model that you're running on arms. The progression model is going to be much slower and much more conservative on arms, because your progression on arms, on your weight and how much weight you can lift, how much volume you can do, is going to be a lot slower. But nevertheless, there needs to be some sort of progression model in place if you're really serious about getting bigger arms. For me, I want 20-inch arms one day, and I think for me that's obtainable. It might take me 25 years, but I think we can do it, guys. But seriously, guys, for the majority of people, 16.5 to 17-inch arms is very obtainable if you just actually train for it consistently. A lot of people don't like training arms. Genetics does play a big part on how big your arms can actually get, but then again, the issue here is you can't compare yourself to everybody else, because I've seen guys at the gym that have 20-inch arms that are natural, and like, I can't compare myself to that because it's going to take me another 10 years or so to even get close to that, right? And so I'm not going to compare myself to people that are taking a bunch of things and maybe look way better than me. So literally, guys, don't be comparing your 16-inch arms to someone else's 16-inch arms, because someone else might have 16-inch arms that are the same measurement as yours, but they look much more shapely. Well, maybe you're the one that has really super shapely 16-inch arms. You have really peaky biceps, you have really round triceps, but they measure to be 16. And then you have another guy that measures to be 16 and his arm just looks like a blob. You can barely even tell when he's flexing. At the end of the day, guys, the whole point in this video is just that the most controversial stuff on my channel right now has been about arms and arm sizes. And I want you guys to understand that growing your arms is a great milestone to have. Like, I want you guys to understand that getting bigger arms and setting inch milestones or centimeter milestones, depending on where you're from, these are great milestones. And yeah, I think it's an important part of the physique to develop arms. But at the same time, I don't want all guys in the society of fitness and lifting, I don't want everyone to just be completely obsessed over arms. Because if you just have really big arms, and then you have an underdeveloped back, underdeveloped chest, you have no quads, what does it even matter, guys? I'm obsessive over training everything. I'm obsessive over growing every muscle group and just generally improving myself. So that's the way that I think it should be. Yeah, if you want to build bigger arms, put an emphasis on your arms training, but don't completely obsess and make it think like my whole life is just like, oh, bigger arms and like this guy has 17-inch arms, this guy is faking it, blah blah. Like, what is it? Oh my god, it's just I think this video needed to be made. I plan on making more videos about arms because I know that it is a topic that you guys are very interested to hear from me about, just looking at my channel and looking at the views and looking at how many subscribers came from the videos that are about arms. With that, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video. If you guys like this video, then please leave me a like. It helps me out so much. Comment if you have any questions or concerns. I hope you guys are smiling right now. I want you guys to just give me a little smile. Let me throw in some funny sound effects too. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic Thursday. I'm about to go work legs today. I want to know what you guys are working. If you made it to the end of the video, and if you did, I love you. You're freaking awesome. You are the true MVP. Comment what muscle group you are working today. I would love to know. Comment any questions or concerns. I will answer you guys. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button for more videos about biceps. And other things too. Not just about biceps, guys. Click that subscribe button. Ring that bell beside that subscribe button. I do post daily uploads. I do. Daily videos from your boy, Jordan, your online physique building coach. And with that, this video is over. All love.